We're now taking you live to Canberra. The Treasurer, Josh Frydenberg, has just begun addressing the media. Let's listen in.
Including the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, Canada, Germany, Italy and France. Australians and Australia are world beaters. We have one of the highest vaccination rates in the world, one of the lowest mortality rates in the world, and now unquestionably one of the strongest economic recoveries in the world. This is no accident. This is not the result of good luck, but the hard work of 26 million Australians and an economic plan that is working. There are now more Australians in work than at the start of the pandemic, with our labour market also outperforming all major advanced economies in the world. In stark contrast, in the United States, United Kingdom, Japan, Germany and Italy, employment is still well below pre-pandemic levels. In today's national accounts, we saw consumption growth rebound strongly by 6.3% as our two largest states, New South Wales and Victoria, emerged out of lockdown. Consumption was up in 12 out of the 17 categories, with significant increases in transport, hospitality and retail. This was underpinned by the creation of a record 375,000 jobs in the December quarter, as the unemployment rate fell from 5.2% in October to 4.2% in December, a 13-year low. Consumption was also strongly supported by a fall in the savings ratio to 13.6% from 19.8% in the previous quarter. Household balance sheets remain particularly strong, with more than $250 billion having been accumulated since the start of the pandemic began. The wages bill of the economy, otherwise known as compensation of employees, grew by 2% for the quarter and is up by 5.3% through the year. This has been driven by both strong employment, but also an increase in the average earnings in the quarter, reflecting a tighter labour market as employers competed for employees. The National Accounts measure of earnings is a broader measure of the remuneration of workers and was up by 3.4% through the year. Off the back of a bumper harvest in wheat, in barley and canola, farm GDP was up 11.1% in the quarter and is now up by more than 20% through the year. This saw higher inventories, which contributed also to growth. Global supply chains did have a negative impact on the quarter, and that was reflected in dwelling investment, business investment, and in net exports.